few surprises around the NFL this afternoon. Taking a look now at those scores. Buffalo edged the Patriots by a point to take sole possession of first place in the AFC East today with a 29-28 win. John Leipold's third field goal of the day, a 47-yarder, was the difference. Well, believe it or not, Houston Oilers have won their third game of the year. Today, they beat the hapless New York Jets 27-22. Cincinnati rebounded to take a 24-14 decision from Baltimore. A late fourth quarter field goal gave Dallas a 17-14 win over St. Louis, knocking them from the unbeaten ranks. Pittsburgh blanked the Eagles 27-0. Washington topped Green Bay 17-6. Minnesota over the Bears 17-0 as there were over 22,000 no-shows in Chicago. The Lions beat New Orleans, Miami's next opponent, 19-14. The Giants are leading Kansas City 33-27 with only 30 seconds left in that game. Oakland. Here's the final, 28-17 over Denver. Another final just in. San Diego edged the Cleveland Browns 36-35.
Tony, it looks like the Dolphins really got it together today.
Bob, you're right. The Miami Dolphins took advantage of Atlanta's mistakes as the offense really came to life this afternoon in the Orange Bowl, giving the world champs a 42-7 win over Atlanta. Let's check out now some of those highlights. Following a scoreless first quarter, the Dolphins got their first break as Miami and Gerald Tinker fumbles this Larry Seipel punt. Tinker had a rough day all day, and Ed Newman on the special teams picked it up, giving Miami the ball at the Falcon 38. On the very next play, Bob Greasy hits Benny Malone for 13 yards on the left side. Malone had another fine day, rushing for over 100 yards. Then Don Nottingham, who also had a fine day, goes over right tackle for 17 yards. That set up a 1st and goal at the Falcon 8. Then Malone takes a pitch out for 4 more yards. Down to the 4. Benny again gets the call, and he goes over the left side for the touchdown. The point after touchdown was good, and the Dolphins led 7-0. Miami got another break. Atlanta's next series on 2nd and 11 from the Falcon 24. Dick Anderson intercepts his Bob lead pass and returns it to the Atlanta 29. One play later, Greasy hits Nat Moore for 26 yards to the 3. Another fine day for Nat Moore. Rookies and second-year and third-year men continue to give the Dolphins that added edge while some of the injured players are getting healed. There's Nat running down the sideline. He's pushed out of bounds there by Clarence Ellis. One play later, Greasy back again. But he gives to Nottingham, picks up 4 yards to the 4. Then on 3rd down, Greasy back to pass, and Paul Warfield, who started today for the first time in a month, comes across. You see right into our lens there. Good for the touchdown, and Miami had a 14-0 lead. But the Falcons came back on their next possession. We're going to see with 3rd and 3 from their own 33, Bob Lee to Jeff Burrows for 12 yards. This is the only time the Falcons really did anything. On the next play, Lee again to Burrow, this time for 14 yards to the Miami 41. Following 2 Dolphin penalties, Atlanta had a 1st down at the 11, and on the next play, lead Al Dodd for 7 yards to the 4. A great catch there by Dodd. Tim Foley there on the play. 3 plays later on 4th and 1, Dave Hampton goes over right guard for the score, making it 14-7 at the half. But that was as close as it was going to be as the Miami offense exploded in the 3rd quarter. And here we see it. It's going to be 21-7 pretty soon, but it's set up by this 51-yard pass from Greasy to Warfield. Warfield just streaked down the sideline, beat Clarence Ellis, and he was out of bounds at the 1. 2 plays later, Nottingham scored, making it 21-7. Nottingham had 3 touchdowns on the day. Miami got another break a few minutes later as Dave Hampton's going to fumble, and Bill Stanfield, who had a fine day sacking a quarterback a couple of times, he's going to recover the fumble at the 14 of the Atlanta Falcons. Penalties, however, pushed the ball back to the 18, but on 3rd down, Greasy again came through with a clutch play. A great catch here by Jim Mandich for the touchdown. Now it's 28-7, but the offense wasn't finished there. They kept putting the ball in the end zone. Here from the Atlanta 38, Benny Malone picks up 13 yards to the 25. Hard running Benny. He outclassed his brother this afternoon, Art. 2 plays later from the 16 now, Nottingham for 7 more yards. Then from the 2, the bowling ball got the call again. He goes in for the score, making it 35-7. Miami added 1 more score. Here we see a pass to Jimmy Kick on 3rd and 3 to the Falcon 8. 2 plays later, Nottingham again goes in for the score, making the final once again 42-7, Miami.